everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches come their way. It's the Packers going up against the Panthers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, folks. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And as we all know, Charles, offenses today, they're driven by the passing attack. But Larry highlighted in the open a couple of running backs who might just disagree with that assessment.
Yeah, and sometimes, occasionally you get a game where running backs will match each other, kind of carry for carry on opposite teams. But for the most part, they focus on themselves. How many touches will they get, and can they create big plays for their own team?
And both of these guys, certainly more than 5-10 touchbacks. They're workhorses. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Green Bay Packers offense taking the field, and look who's going to be leading them, Aaron Rodgers. Of course, everyone remembers went down with that broken right clavicle, Charles, on October 15th, but back for the final games of the regular season.
And they're not dead yet in the playoff chase, still alive. They know they need to run the table. How about these next three? At Carolina, home for Minnesota, at Detroit to finish. With Aaron Rodgers, they have a lot of hope, but they need to get this done.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Fresh set of downs here. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They run it again with Williams. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Luke Kuechly has been so good that when scouts go out now looking for the next talent, they say they're looking for the next Luke Kuechly. Why? Speed, intelligence, toughness. They figure if they can find that in one package, they have found their next middle linebacker.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. In the red zone this time. Here's the rookie from UTEP, Aaron Jones. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Cam Newton charging onto the field with the rest of the Carolina Panthers offense, fresh off that 31-24 victory last week against Minnesota. Pushed the Panthers up to 9-4, and last year's struggles with each passing week seem to be like a distant memory.
They certainly are, and now they're playing that complementary football. An excellent defense. The offense starting to really get it together. They got Jonathan Stewart untracked in the running game, as did Cam. 70 yards total running the ball, including a 62-yard run to help salt things away late.
Yeah, that was the big one that set him up 1st and goal for the win. On 1st down, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, partner, nobody was bigger for Carolina than Jonathan Stewart last week in the win over Minnesota.
I totally agree with you on that point, because getting those tough yards against Minnesota's defense, that was something that was key for Carolina, and he did it. 103 yards running against the Vikings front. Added in 3 touchdowns, a career high for him, and Carolina got a much-needed victory and beat one of the favorites in the NFC.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Some people think it's trite to say, but it's hard to be great in the NFL. But Nick Perry, he's starting to round into form. Had 12.5 sacks in his first 4 years in the league. Had 11 in 2016. And has become a force off the edge for Green Bay.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Newton now to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple of years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
Newton now to throw. The intended target that time, Brenton Burson. And it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They go back to Stewart on 1st. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 1st down.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On first down, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 3-all the score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. The pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
To throw on second down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Rodgers now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Julius Peppers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Play action. Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Second down, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison from 19 yards away. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
This is Stewart again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Operating from the gun, Newton, and Olsen over the middle. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th-and-1.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
From the red zone now, Newton. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now it's Newton. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I like it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
To the air again, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Cam able to take it himself in for the score. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Rodgers now on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, guys. We'll get back to you soon for the second half of this tied ball game. But first, let's look back now at this first half of play. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have two teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Packers have it early in the second. Rodgers on target here, and it leads to a touchdown as they take the lead 7-3. Panthers have the football midway through the second. Olsen's by himself here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 46-yard line. Panthers line up at the 3. Newton's going to take it off the right side, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score, as that levels the score at 10-10. Packers with the ball late in the half. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Adams is happy to come away with the pick, ending the draw.
Okay, thank you, Larry. A low-scoring affair, all even, as we ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, it's Newton. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Stewart on the counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Newton on first down. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4. It's second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The toss play, Stewart, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Panthers on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Julius Peppers able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And Crosby puts it through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost. You can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Williams will try again, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Rodgers. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It'll be a gain of 4. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Throwing, Hundley. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Richard Rodgers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Now Crosby for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, let's step aside from this game for a second and look at the NFC playoff picture right now. You've got the Eagles at 11-2, the Vikings at 10-3, and after that you got 3 9-4 teams, Charles, all vying for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, the Los Angeles Rams leading the NFC West, but the story to me is the NFC South. Because right now, if the season ends, you've got 3 teams from the South in the playoffs. New Orleans, Carolina, and Atlanta. So things are volatile in that division, but all 3 legitimate contenders.
It's going to be a fun last 3 weeks, especially in that division.
Certainly, because they're all going to play each other over that time.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left inside. McCaffrey's got it. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clay Matthews able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Panthers on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense. Still 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rodgers will try again on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On first down, Rodgers. And some room to work. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain. Rodgers going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Wes Horton able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Rodgers throwing on second down. And he is knocked down from the side. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded at the 2. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Now Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Funchess has it complete, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Newton on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. play fake here on first down. It's caught right side, Dixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Room here to run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Packers here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he's got room. The 30. The 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Second down following the run. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Newton, he's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Until next time, we say so long from Charlotte.